Hey everyone, welcome back to the second part of my bushcraft knife. I hope you all enjoyed the first one. And what we've got now is a tempered knife. And what I'm going to do is sand it down to bright metal, mark out the bevels again, finish those bevels, hand sand it, ready for a handle to be put on. Hope you guys enjoy. Before we get into it, remember to like, comment and subscribe. See ya. Okay everyone, so I've finished the hand sanding, or the bulk of the hand sanding. There's the blade there. So what I did, I didn't show you much of it because, I mean, it is hand sanding, it's very boring. So I showed a little bit of it. Took forever in real time, just remember that. But yeah, so what I did, again, I cleaned up the whole profile, took that up to 1200 grit. I worked on the flats then mainly and went up to 400 grit, I think. So I also used initially just a sharpening stone with a coarse and a fine grit side. And I used that more so just to flatten, make sure the surface is flattened out, because that does a good job of that. It's hard, stiff, doesn't conform. So that's what I did for both the flats, then the bevels as well. So I had to file the bevels a little bit more just to get them the right size and get them flat a bit. Stone them again to get them flat, and get rid of the large file marks, which there are still a few. I'm not sure if they're necessarily file marks, but just on the edge of the bevels, which I still need to come back and hand sharpen it. So although it is fairly sharp at the moment, I'll probably take it back to the stones and get that sharpened up when I'm finished. What I did then, went back to the flats, which I think I showed you. I took that up to 1200 grit. As you can see there, very nice finish. And what I did between that, which is a tip I picked up from Will's Delta, from Alex Steel Co. It's when you're hand sanding, when you're alternating between the grits, alternate between, I think, like 90 degrees or 30 degrees or something like that, so that once you move up to the next high grit, then you can make sure that you can get rid of the lines that are going at an angle to what you're sanding currently. So that worked really good. I'd recommend that. And then with the finished 1200 grit, I also just stroking it the one way, taking it off, to make sure the lines run evenly in parallel. So the flats are finished there. The bevel, what I did actually, I went up to I think 400, then I went to the grinder and just gave it a rough polish just to see what marks I would take out and what I still need to work with there, just to clean it up a bit. But I still need to address that after I put the handle on. But what I'm going to do now, which I think it's developed far enough, I'm going to make the handle for it. So what I'm going to use is New Guinea rosewood, as got some offcuts from that from past projects. So this is probably the best timber that I could use, that I have, because with the handle material you want it to be hard, durable, and you also want it to kind of look good. So this is probably the best of both worlds that I've got. I do have some other hard, durable material, but it probably look not that great. So I decided to use this timber. So what I'm going to do now is just cut out 2 scales from it, drill the holes in it, and epoxy the handle on. I might slightly profile them before I epoxy it on, but that'll be the process, and I think I'll come back to you when it's done, because the hand sharpening, it's not exactly that exciting or different. I just go with different grit sandpaper just so I did there, probably more so just with the sandpaper secured and traveling along by hand. So that's not very different. So chances are next time I see you will be when the night's finished. So hope you enjoy. Okay everyone, so just a little intermission here. So I shaped the scales and I've glued it all up, as you can see there, and hopefully as you saw in the previous video. It seemed to go alright, a little bit messy, but I guess that's what's to be expected. There was a little bit of a tear out around one of the pins back here, but I think that should be okay. And what else? So what I'm going to do now is just clean up the rest of the scales and the timber there, get rid of all the excess epoxy, sharpen it up, and then it'll be finished. So stay around for that, and if you haven't already, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Okay everyone, so there it is, finished bushcraft knife. Thanks for joining in for both these parts. I really hope you enjoyed it. I learned a lot from doing it. I have made, again, knives before, but this is by far the most proper one I've ever done. It's come out really nice, I'm really happy with it. Leave it down in the comments below what you think. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And join in for next time, I think. And I'm gonna be making a leather pouch to this to put on my belt. So thank you again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.